Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Minecolonies, a modded Minecraft. And we have another mod too. We have trade posts for Minecolonies that we are using in this new town, Jalapari. And if you see, if it looks different, it's because I have a new shaders mod that I'm trying out. And I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Some of it is most interesting, and it'll be curious to see. You can see if you like it. Say something if you like it. And so here we go. We're going to hear Vincentius Primus in the background. He is preparing something, a little snack. So we'll hear him in the background. And in the meantime, dun, 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 here we are. We are in the supply camp to Old English. Now I've had a very interesting last stream. I do have a lamp back. Let's see if I'm holding it. I am holding it. I can now, in this shaders, hold the lamp again, and it does provide a reasonable amount of light, the kind of light that you would get from a lantern in the dark countryside. And look at the sky, look at the moon. It's a full moon, wow. It's a full moon, and interestingly enough, this is one of the things about this particular shaders, is this is actually what a full moon looks like. The light that you get on the landscape is the light of a full moon, and that seems to be what this specific shaders is about, providing more realistic light. But we might not like it, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, here we are. So a couple things happen, and we'll talk about those things. Oh no, this isn't good.
Is there a problem?
Marcos is sick, and he is glitching. Now, I don't know whether this glitching is to help you know that something's wrong with him or what, but he should be in the house, but he's too sick to be in the house, and he's outside. I'm going to go to sleep to try and put him out of his misery. If he doesn't unglitch, that might mean that I have to restart. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Now, there is going to be a change to trade post. A new trade post is going to be posted for a new trade post mod update is going to be posted. But because it's 3 o'clock in the morning where I am, that hasn't happened yet. It's supposed to be posted sometime today. Let's see if we can get Marcos to go to the doctor, or if we're having some sort of problem. Now, we did go back to sleep and people are up already. Let's come over to where Marcos was. I see that's Sutton going to work, although he doesn't have any work yet, and we'll have to see what we're going to do. So Marcos is not here, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Marcos right there going to the doctor. So we had a problem, and we have discovered something about the problem that we were having. The problem that we had with the doctor, and let's see if no one's assigned here and he's still going here. That means that this hospital isn't reading. It's still not reading. However, I might be able to get it repaired to show up. But that would mean pulling, hi, Pedro. That would mean pulling Maisie off of her current job to repair the hospital and see if that works. So let us do one thing here. Let us manage, let's have him not be here. Let's get all of this medicine right here, and we're gonna take it down to the tent, because we're still going to have to use the tent for now. Now it's possible that I might be able to get, let's come here, let's hire Pedro, he's our doctor, and let's put the medication back in here. I'm going to put it separate because I would like to be able to take it back and put it where it's supposed to be, in that hall when the time comes. Pedro's going to come here, and there he is, and he's got two people who are feeling well, so he's going to take care of them. And so we discovered what was happening. I'm holding the border. This is the build tool that's showing me the border. We discovered some things about trade post. We did get a pet, and we did ask this pet to bring us some cows, and so far we're going to find out how that's going to work out. And they are supposed to continue to bring you the animal that the trough is connected to. And I'm trying to find some place to put the trough that makes sense. So I'm going to take the trough from here, and I'm going to put it I'm going to put it here for right now. I'm going to put it here. We'll let this trough go. I want to put it here in hopes that I can get them to bring the cows over to the trough. And that's what I'm going to look at. So let's do pet assignment. It says no animals trained. Pets trained 0. Workstations emptied 2. So we don't have a pet again. However, we do have bones on us, and I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to let him train another pet. And when that pet shows up, we'll actually get him assigned, the wolf. We'll get the wolf assigned, and we'll see how this works out. Now, this pig that's sitting here, let's get a lead. We need a lead. They will bring the pets up, and but sometimes it seems that you do have to help get them where they're supposed to be. Right now, this pig that's right here, I believe, belongs inside, and so I'm going to get them now. So you can see the difference in the way that the day looks. Hello, you. Come on over here. Yeah, I hear you trotting. So I'm going to open this and get them to come in. Oops. Let's open it. There we go. There we are. Okay. So they're in. And let me see if by any chance door being left over open. And try not to. We changed Brendan to work the dairy, to be a dairy worker for the moment, so that we could make sure that that wasn't stopping. And there he is, but he knows he doesn't have any cows.
Right away.
And that's what's going on. And he doesn't have any bottles. And he's not going to get fed because he has food on him. We're going to take this off so that he can go and get fed. What are we doing with the pork right now? Good question. There aren't really any pork dishes at this stage except the bacon. And I don't know that any bacon got made. I don't know that any of those dishes actually got made, the bacon dishes. I didn't see any, and I'm not really sure about that. So I'm just going to put these things here. We're getting some bottles. These bottles are actually coming from the fisher, and I wish we could stop them, but it doesn't matter. We'll just have to send them off as special bottles that they give to warriors when they are when they are geared for battle, and that's how we're going to market those bottles, and we'll ship them off to be used by cities that are at war, and we'll also maybe sell them to villagers or trade them, because villagers, do they really sell things? Yeah, I guess so. Trade them to villagers for things that we want. So Maisie is working on this section right here. She's working on the town hall so that we can have a level 3 dining hall. We're already having a problem getting people fed, and so I want to try and really get it. I love this. Look at these tables. They're beautiful. They're just gorgeous. And so we're going to let her continue. And then we have McKenna. McKenna was waiting for some pieces that we couldn't make because we don't have a blacksmith or a mechanic. And let's see if she got them. She got most of them. She still needs some cobbled stairs, and she needs a bunch of oak stairs. And the last time that we were in, which was on Twitch, and today is April 8. Today is April 8. So the April 7th Twitch 2026 is up for a few days. Twitch doesn't hold on to things unless you're a really high affiliate, and I am not. And so Twitch doesn't hold on to things. So if you go there to Twitch, if you have a Twitch account and you go there in the next couple of days, you'll be able to see what we decided to do, how we decided to do that. Marcos, who wasn't feeling well, now he's probably going to get something to eat. Nope, he's looking around. Marcos is, his shop is being upgraded because we need him to be able to make all the things that the builders want that have to do with construction. So we were crafting things, and I believe that this is the problem, that we did not get to the stairs that are needed for the for her. And I think I'm going to, since let's look at McKenna. I think the way I'm going to have to solve this is, let's get the clipboard. We're looking at Cash. Let's put Cash up for a second. Let's look at McKenna right here. I want to look at her exactly so that I can see the thing that she needs, and that is she needs 118 oak stairs, and we don't have oak stairs on here yet because he only has 12 things that he can make. So we're going to remove the doors for a minute. I'm going to remove this door, and hopefully no one needs it, and this door just for a second, so that I can do oak stairs, and there they are, and here we go. Okay, so he will make those for her. Let's go around and let's see. Now we do have a stonemason. Her name is Brooke, and she is managing the stone that everyone needs for their projects right here. And so let's look at what she can make. And she can make stone brick and cobble. And does she have any stone to make any stairs with? That's cobblestone stairs. So she can make cobblestone stairs. And so we will check and see later how she's getting on with that. I don't see her having anything here. She is a level 3, and so those are the kind of things that we're going to look at and see. I am trying to see if I notice. Let's get the lantern. See? Now it's a little bit after the full moon, and so it's not quite as light. The moon's not fully up yet, so I definitely need the lantern. Because Maisie is working on this, the path has gone away through the town hall. Right now, we'll have to put it back a little bit later. Something's going to happen with this right here, and I'm going to wait for the update in regards to it. Right now, Eli is working here, and he has made some coin from selling puffers and selling flowers. So this is what Eli has made. And let's come over to here, and let's go to here, and let's see. So it's possible that Jack is not showing up anymore because he was that's the thing, that there is a possibility that only one of them can work. They didn't anticipate someone having more than one. And that's understandable. I mean, when you're making a new mod. And so here we are. We're going to come down here and look at some people. We need a blacksmith so badly. And I am going to try and find one. I have a page, Akasha Records for the people, and we do have a new person. We have Zoe, who is a courier that we got, and now we're going to look for the two new people that we desperately need: composter and a blacksmith. Composter is stamina and athletics, and a blacksmith is strength and focus. So let's come back over here and let's see who we have here in this. We have Josiah, and Josiah is asking for mutton, cooked mutton. Very nice. 18. So that's the high for him, is athletics, and athletics at the top means a specific person. And there's cows. Does he have the stamina? He does not. Okay, so he doesn't have any of the other skills that we need, and we're not going to bother with him because of that. Josiah is just visiting. And here is Cheyenne, a sparrow. Ooh, from the sparrow family, and she wants chicken. And she wants a lot of chicken. Wow. And hers are 15. She is Manitop. 17, 15, and 17 is intelligence. She's not going to be able to help us for what we want. And I will explain again that this is the challenge that I have, since I don't have the challenge of battle every time, and that is that the people actually like what they do. And the way I do that is I use their skill set, and whatever they are skilled at is the thing that we're looking at. Now, this says 17 stamina also. See the 17 and the 17? Let's look at stamina for a minute. We might have a better luck. Stamina, and which is athletics, dexterity, and strength is a crusher. So stamina and athletics. 17 and 10. Do you know I'm going to take her? I'm going to take her as a farmer. I know she's got high druid skills and a lot of different other things, but we have lots of people who are intelligent and who have a lot of skills. And there she goes. And we're going to assign her here for just a minute overnight so that she has some place to sleep. And she's going, watch this, she's going out. She's going to go up to the tavern rooms, and she's picked a tavern room for the night, and she's going to go in and she's going to sleep. So let me check the other person. We have Josiah, and right here we have Emerson. And Emerson wants books, 36 books. And, but 15, 18 is creativity. Let's look at the creativity and see if there's something she can do for us. Creativity and focus is a sommelier. Creativity and knowledge is a chef. Creativity and dexterity is she doesn't have. And creativity and there's the drink alarm. Creativity and knowledge. She's close to being I wish it was double digits, but it isn't. Adaptability and agility. And don't think I want to waste her. I don't think I want to waste her with being a courier. And what I mean by that, because we need smart people who are taking things around. I think that she's headed for some academic thing, and we'll do it like that. Let's look at Marina. Marina is strength and adaptability and strength and athletics. This is going to be interesting. Athletics and strength, she's a smelter, but we have one. Adaptability, strength, and what's the highest one? Man is high, but the focus is not. So she has a good amount of magic. Adaptability is for strength is higher. So let's look at the S's. And strength. Strength with athletics. Wait, that's stamina, not strength. Strength with athletics is pigs. Interesting. Hold on. Let's make sure that I saw that right. Athletics and strength. She can be a pig farmer, and we do need a pig farmer. Actually, we need a dairy farmer. We have a pig farmer. We needed a dairy farmer. And stamina and athletic strength and grrr. So, and 14 strength and mana, but the mana's on top. So we're just kind of not getting anyone right at the moment to do those other skills. So we are relying on the city of Arnarluk, the underwater druid sanctuary, to fill in some of the things that we need. Now, she replaced the pathing in the area of the town hall because she's working on the town hall right now. And then McKenna is waiting for those stair pieces so that she can continue working on the building that she's working on. Cash is supposed to be working on this, on Marcos's, on Marcos' carpentry shop. And what is he waiting for?
Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too. He's waiting for andesite and it's going to be delivered. He also needs strip spruce wood, and these I think are being delivered, but I'm going to check with Marcos and make sure that he's making those. So you notice that Juliana is, no one's going to work today, it's raining. You notice that Juliana is back here, working here, and she decided that she was going to do furniture. She likes being in this location, and after working in the other location for a while, she decided that she wanted to be here. Juliana, hi Cash. And Juliana does, and there's Marcos. I'm a little concerned about the fact that they're ending up outside of this house. Just a little tiny bit concerned. This is the bedroom right here. And that's why I think that when he was sick, he was outside. They're not really coming in. And so I'm going to look. Some of the places got updated as a part of finding out that what was wrong with the hospital that is located inside of this cathedral. I discovered that I had not updated the style cathedral, the style Old English, Anyanka style, and it has to be updated separately from Minecolonies because it's not in style colonies. So this style is freestyle. It's not in style colonies. And what is style colonies? This is style colonies right here, where you have all of them in a pack. So I have Dark Dust, for example. I have Cliffs and Underwater Base. I put them into the pack. Some of them are now officially in the pack. I don't remember War Minecraft being officially in the pack. And I don't think it is. And let's see here for a minute, because I didn't remember there being a gatehouse as a part of the, let's look at luxury, crafting, expert, decorations. Let's look at, it's possibly here. And barracks, and walls and infrastructure. So I still don't have it. So this was one of the ones that I was supposed to look at and see if I needed to update it, because he says that he made a gatehouse. So I don't have the newest one of these, the War Minecraft. And I think I needed Vincentius Primus's help with it to make sure that I didn't mess it up. Expert, glass blower and die shop, and storage. Yep, it's not there. So that was supposed to be added, and it didn't get updated. But Old English did get updated, and here's two things that we discovered about Old English when it was updated, was that there is a gatehouse. That was the thing that showed me that I had not updated the pack, because I did not have the gatehouse before. Remember when I was looking at gatehouses, and she had a welcome center too, but I've chosen the hive, and I like the way the hive is turning out. And we started the bridge, and so something is holding him up, and it could be that he needs, this is Wade, and Wade's just he's not going to do anything today. They have the day off when it rains. So notice how hazy it is, and notice the sky is actually dark, actually cloudy. That's this new shader, and we'll see how we like it. Let's look and see what he is waiting for. He has everything that he needs now, so that has to do with a shipment coming from Arnarluk, and him getting the lion's share of that shipment, and getting all the materials that he needed to finish this welcome center. This gatehouse. And the reason that we want it finished is something that I hope is going to be okay still. I forgot to check and see. It was one of the things that I was supposed to be checking on that I didn't check on. And that is, do we still get visitors from a gatehouse? And so we're working on that. But this is the beginning of our bridge, and it is now beyond the border, the bridge piece, and it's going to go completely across, and we'll work on that later. So for right now, I just want to get the people, just make sure everything is going along. There's one of the couriers right there. And I have one of the women showing up to eat, to get some food. And you can hear people eating in the restaurant. And it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a rainy day. Now, oh, let's go back and see if we have a dog, a wolf. Let's see if we have a wolf. So the way we find out is we can recall him, and then we can recall the wolf. So let's recall the wolf. Let's come here. And sure enough, we do. And the wolf is out of range. Ooh. So let's let's see if we can call the wolf back. That is a new thing appearing there. I have not seen that before. And here's the wolf. The wolf is now back within range. And now we are going to assign the wolf to the specific location. And there it is. And there he is. So now he is going to work on the trough, with this trough just outside the dairy area here. This trough is going to be for this wolf to be bringing us cows. Now there are some cows in the area. This is a very strange area here. There were some cows earlier, and they seem to have gone. Where are they going to? Where are they being drawn to? Ah, and here we go. So see, we have some cows back here. I hear some chickens back there. There were some cows in town for a little bit, and they are still here. So see this cow right here? This is the cow that our wolf should find and should bring back to the farm. And so that is what we're going to look at. And what are you doing? You're crossing over to the other side? You're just taking a bath. Okay. So that is something that we're going to look at. But now we have them attached. Our chicken farm is working. And we have a little yard for them, and they seem to be pretty happy. And she is working on getting us eggs and getting us chicken. And she does have some tools. The air conditioner is going to come on in a minute, and it's going to sound like it's raining where I am. The sun is setting, and look at the way it looks when it rains. It actually looks like a dark kind of sky. You can't see where the sun is setting in the same way. And I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by this specific shaders pack. I am. I'm intrigued by it. So we'll see if the wolf finds this specific cow and brings the cow back over to the field, which is what they're supposed to do. And we're trying to make sure we're testing. That's what we're doing. We're testing out these skills, testing these things out. And there's the wolf right there. And so we'll see where the wolf goes, and we'll continue with that. All right, since it is raining, why don't we do ourselves a favor? We're going to go down to our spot that we're using right now, unless we go into here first. I think we're going to go into the tavern, excuse me, and see if we got another person that we might look at. So there we are. Phew! Rainy outside. We looked at Marina, and we have no one else at the moment. So everyone is either getting ready. There's someone over here, but I think they're getting ready to... No. Did we look at her? Did we look at the coffin? No, we did not. Ooh. A new person, 14. Agility is the top. And let's see what that gets us. Agility and adaptability. The adaptability is too low. Everything else is too low. Agility and athletics is a rabbit. Agility, adaptability, of course, we know is couriers and archers. And agility and dexterity is a planter, and she is none of those things. So she is still in school. She's a first-year student at the university, and so we'll let her go back to her studies. And she hasn't quite figured out what she wants to do with her life, and so we'll wait until she figures that out. And do I see anyone else? I do not see anyone else at the, someone down here. Is this a new person? Jeremy. So it is working. So Jeremy is coming in from here. And let's look at Jeremy. He wants sugar. And let's see what his skill set is. He has stamina 14 and creativity. So let's look at creativity. Creativity, and which would be a shopkeep. We don't have anyone that we need from this area. Let's look at the stamina. Stamina and athletics. Stamina is 14 and athletics is 8. I wish it was in the teens. Stamina, dexterity. We're not going to get anything. And stamina and strength. So he is just visiting as well. And this is interesting. He's staying in this area. Oh, probably because it's raining. He's staying here. Let's quickly go, now that everyone is asleep. All citizens are tucked in. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go to sleep ourselves. And that way in the morning they will get a fresh start to working. So we'll come down here. And yes, it would be nice. It would be nice to have a lovely place. And if I wanted to, if I was secure about what everyone was doing, which I'm not at this moment, I would in fact go up to the witch's house and maybe establish it for myself for times when I want some additional luxury. I'm kind of sleeping in the basement. The witch's house here has a beautiful look, and right here, especially right here, to come in here, there are things here. I haven't felt the need to bring any of this down. I'm kind of keeping it the way it was, except it would be nice to set up a bed in an area here and have a lovely place to sleep. This looks like where kind of the loft where everything is being done, and down below is the rest of the building. And so there's a bunch of things piled up here. Isn't this interesting? Look at what's piled up here. And so we can decide at some point, I might decide at some point to make that more a home and put all the other things downstairs, all the furnaces, and although this down here just looks like the bottom of the building. Yes, we have some things. And is there one here? It looks like, yeah, it looks like in the summer There would be some cooking out there. We can see on these hills that there are animals on the tops of these hills on this side, but these are too far away. It turns out that those animals are too far away for the wolf to discover, but which is why we're looking at the cow that was in town and seeing if we can get the wolf to bring this cow back, this cow right here. But I think the wolf has gone off in this direction looking for some, because there's cow right here. Look at that. And that would be perfect for the wolf to get back over to at least this fence, and then we would be able to put them on a lead and put them in. But right now, this is what's happening. And this should be in the right location for the animal. There's no way to tell if it's connected enough to the hut block. There's no way to tell, and that's an interesting thing for Ayer, that there's no way to tell that it's within range of the hut block, and he might want to think about that just as an indicator, because he was saying that with some styles it would be difficult to tell about in regards to them bringing the animals inside the location. Now I just realized something. That's interesting. The wolf did bring the cow back. Let me show you something for a minute. I don't think it's going to show me the full level 5, but this expands. This fenced area expands with the level 5, and I think it even expands over into this area here. And so he might have already, that cow might have already been brought back, but they're supposed to continue to herd the animals so that in case animals escape, which would be a really cool thing if animals escape, because you know how some of these gateways allow animals to escape. If we did something with that, there's the wolf. And we don't really have anyone in this area. All right, I'm going to just go ahead for now. We transferred Brendan to work the dairy. I don't think there has to be someone working here, but if there does, we'll find out. Brendan's actually a pig farmer, and he actually enjoys doing pig farming. And Cheyenne, we'll look at some of her things. Cheyenne's definitely not a pig farmer. Let's come here. Let's close these. We'll have to close these doors just to make sure that no one escapes. Let's come over to here. And Cheyenne is not one of these. So we're going to come out. Is she an environmentalist? We just got a person. Why did we get that person? What does she do? Why did we get her? What was it we wanted her for? Manage. Here we go. We did get her to be a farmer. But she can do the composter. So she's going to be our environmentalist. Sutton is up here, and he is our sugar farmer. And the sugar farm is not working still, and it is something in my pack that is doing it, making the sugar farms not work. So Hold on. Did you see her just disappear? Oh no. Oh shoot. Uh, no one is doing anything. Although Pedro did, he healed that person. I don't have a single builder. The couriers seem to be stuck. And they are not actually doing anything. They keep going back and forth. And see where they're coming up here? There's nothing here. So what do they think they're doing? And no building is going on. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop streaming for a bit, because I'll have to figure out what I updated, what update actually caused them to not be doing anything. Now, Trade Post hasn't updated. Trade Post is still the Trade Post that it's been. So it's not Trade Post, but I did update the hold on for a second. Let me look at something. Let me look at the build tool for a minute. I'm going to put on the put these on for a second. I think something's happened that I cannot do anything about. This is going to be interesting, but this was the whole purpose of this. So it's possible that I have dead-ended this city. It is possible that I've done that. So let me get the goggles and put them on, and let me go to the build tool here, and let me look at, so this is Littleton, and this is being done. I do have someone who's going to work on this, but I wonder if I stopped. Let's look at this for a second. Build options. The builder is going to be cash. Upgrade the building. I'm looking at where it says this building is what I'm looking at right now. And so this building is here like this and comes out to here. Interesting. So they're coming out to here like this part has been built already. That's what they're doing. They're coming out to this section here like this section has been built already. And there isn't anything here yet. But when there is, there's going to be shelves here and things like that, and I think that's what they're doing. But the fact that they're coming out to it before it's even built is a little disconcerting, because this hasn't been built yet. And yet it's registering all the way out to here, which is why they're going out in this area right here. Okay, that's something new, that they're acting as though that's a level 5 building when it's not. Means that that level 5 thing probably isn't fixed correctly in some kind of way. Remember the thing that happened around April Fools. I'm going to take a drink for a second. I don't have any way to fix this. There isn't anything back there, and they're going back here. Now, for now, they actually can go back here, but there isn't anything there yet. And that part, how do they get to that? This is showing a wall here right now, when in fact there actually is a door right here. So what is that, and how is that part? Oh, I see, right out there. So this is probably where the door is going to be, where this window is. It's probably where the door is going to be ultimately. There's no door here. I don't know if I should have changed it. I'm going to have a problem. None of this is here, but they're acting like it is. So let me look at, that's just the level 5. Let me look at the full thing and see what it looks like. Because that looks like enough of a rewrite that I would need to repair the building to the new warehouse. Let's see if the warehouse has changed. How much the warehouse has changed. I think that was always there, that side, because we're at 2, so we have this already right here. This is what we have, and the level. Let's look at the back and see. Let's look in here and see what we've got. So we have this, we have that, and now we're going to build the level 3, which puts in this section. The level 3 puts this section in, but he hasn't finished it yet. This is unusual behavior. I've seen this a couple in another place too, where they were going somewhere before it was actually built. And I don't know what to do about that. So if you're watching now, you're probably at, I'm not going to keep this because I'm going to have to find out what's going on. Because they're not working. Because they can't go to this, they're going to a section of the building that doesn't exist. And they're trying to find something somewhere, and they can't. And even if they could, These are the buildings that are lighting up, are buildings that are being worked on. So Maisie is working on the town hall, and Nyanka did a really cool thing that because this is a level 3, because we need the level 3 dining hall, the level 3 of Anyanka's build actually is possible without a whole lot of problems, because it doesn't have all sorts of stuff like prismarine or endstone or nether brick or that kind of stuff all over the place, because of the nested dining hall, the nested tavern, those pieces that you need. The same with the cathedral, that when it's time to do the level 3 of the cathedral, it's the same thing, that it's going to be a lot of stone and wood like this is, and with domum ornamentum, you can see these domum pieces here, and that's all fine in relationship to the fact that they can't do anything more until they get a nether miner, until you go to the sea, all those things. The end, which is what level 5 builds have, end pieces in them, and that's what we've got. All right, I'm going to take off the glasses for now. I'm going to do one more thing and see if I can get anyone to work on anything. There's no reason for Wade not to be working. He's not affected by this, and yet he's not working. Okay, so according to this, Maisie has started working on the town hall. McKenna started working on the residence, which is the mechanics. No, not the mechanic. The rest of the stone workers' shops. Wade started working on the gatehouse, and that's what it said when I first came in. I don't see them working on anything yet. But she is. Okay, I'm going to accept that. Okay, let's see what happens here. However, if the couriers are still confused about this, and they freaking are. Look at this. This is impossible right here. They think they're going to some place in the... I'm going to have to build it. I'm going to have to build it. Or I'll have to stop Cash from working on this, which he doesn't seem to be working on, to finish. Now, it's never been a problem when you have a build. It's never been a problem when you've had a build piece and you stopped it to start another build piece. That's never been a problem. He has everything that he needs to work on this, and he's done Let's cancel both. Let's try the have you turned it off and turned it back on thing that happens with stuff. So let's cancel both of those. And now let's go back over and let's start them again. Let's go back over to here and let's start him working on this building since he has all the materials for it. So build options, the builder is Cash. Upgrade the building. So let's find out what happens here. That's Marcos going off, I think. I don't think that was Cash going off to get something to eat, was it? Yeah, that's Marcos. Alright, so somebody's working because we just got that. Ah. So let's try that. Because some people are still working. So let's come down here. And let's cancel the build. And then let's do build optional. Let's get Wade, build the building. And let's see what happens with this. So it says that Wade is going to start working on that. And Cash has started working on the sawmill. Okay, let's see if they actually do. So now Wade is coming over for the first time. That's Wade. I get it. Okay, so some of them got something happened because of what was going on with that. So let's get McKenna. Let's cancel the build here. Cancel this build. And let's get McKenna to come back and start working on this. Build options, the builder is McKenna. Build the building. So it says she started working on the residence. Let's fire Marcos and let's rehire him. Unless he's asking for something. Are you asking for anything? See, he's not doing anything. So let's fire him. Manage workers. Let's fire Marcos from here. And let's have him just have a minute, and then let's rehire him. Marcos is rehired now as carpenter. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if he starts working. Harper, you're doing the same thing. You're just standing here doing nothing. But you're asking for things. You're asking for shears and stuff, and they haven't been delivered because the delivery people weren't working. But now it seems like they are. And Cash is now working on this. Have you turned it off and turned it back on? That is one of those things. Have you turned it off and turned it back on? So no one was going to the other hospital. Let's try this one more time. We'll leave Tatiana here. So let's, well, actually, let's not. Let's pull the plug. Let's get these and bring these back over to the other hospital. And let's see if I can get the hospital to work now in the same way we just got those to work. Let's come here. Let's manage workers, and let's have Pedro be here. And let's put these materials here. These are medications that he needs. Are these what I think they are? They sure are. I don't have anything right now to put there in this world. I would have to get some different banners, and I don't want to do that right now. So we'll just leave them white for the time being. And that takes care of them. We know that Maisie is working because we can hear her working on this. And she has, let me see if she has everything. Remember, we did get stuff from Arnar Luke, and she has most of everything that she needs. And yes, and there goes Cash. Ah, thank goodness. Yay. Okay, so Cash, what we did was we quit the build and restarted it. And now I can at least get him to make all the pieces that need making. Let's teach and let's see. Let's put back, because we 11 of 25. If we need him to make some things, and I want to look for a second. We still need the cobble, and the cobblestone is being delivered. So finally that part is working. So McKenna has most of what she needs. It's the oak stairs that are needed. And let's look at the list and see that oak stairs are on the list. He just needs oak. And so we'll get that. Now McKenna put in the simple quarry because she got those pieces. So she was waiting for stone pieces and things that didn't come in. So see those stairs? She was waiting for those, and those were holding her up. But now she's continuing. And Brooke was working on, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so Brooke might be done for the day. But she was working on those stair pieces and got them made for her. And then over here, Cash is saying he doesn't have anything to do. Did I actually stop this build here? I probably did. But let's check. I sure did. So now we're going to bring Cash back to work on this. See this stripped oak wood here, 432? That's what Marcos is going to have to work on. And we can check and see how much oak we have. I'm wrong. Harper's going to work on it. We'll check and see how much oak we have here. Okay. We have 947 and it takes 342. Okay. So let's come here. Let's do the same with Harper. We're going to stop her. Manage workers. We're going to fire her for the night, and then we'll bring her back. I'd like to do that for this shop, for Sutton's shop also. Let's try one more time with this, and let's have Sutton not be here, and then we'll find out from there. And Cheyenne, what was Cheyenne? What did I bring her in to do? What did I bring Cheyenne in to do? That's so weird that I would forget it so quickly. It's very curious. Did I bring her in to be the composter? Is she being the composter? It says that she is. Items to compost. Everything is off. So let's do leaves. Oak leaves. Let's do regular oak leaves. And I'm getting all sorts of oak and not getting the... There we go. Let's turn that on. Let's do spruce leaves. And there's spruce leaves there. We have that on. Let's do poison potatoes. She has a way of getting the poison out. Poisonous potatoes. We'll do that. And let's do seed. So we're going to do wheat seed. I don't think we're ready to do wheat seed yet. We can look in the house and see how much we have of that before we start working on wheat seed. Let's come here. I have the lantern on, but I need to be on the ground in order for you to see anything. I actually need to walk. It does make it really interesting. So we have people sleeping Upstairs, those are the horses. And we have two people sleeping here, and Marcos is sleeping peacefully here. This is Marcos and Juliana's house now, and we don't have anything in their yard. They should start their own little garden. Podzol, P-O-D-Z. So let's get some podzol to put into that section, and let's see what we can put in. We're using Farmer's Delight plants. Let's look at seeds. We can grow Farmer's Delight tomatoes. We can grow flax seeds, which sometimes flax is really pretty. So why don't we try flax in the field? And then in the other field, we need wild stuff. So let's come here, W-I-L-D. We can have wild potatoes, wild carrots, wild onions, and wild cabbage. Let's do wild cabbage over here also. So we'll take out this. Now, every time this is updated, it's going to make this go away, and I don't really mind. This is just a decoration, and it's going to be a while. So we can put some things here that look pretty, and we can put in plants in here, and they'll grow. And then when this building is updated to a level 3, then we'll have to replant after that, which is fine. Okay. That was wild, wasn't it? That was really wild. And I think we will get the couriers. I think I have to do the same thing with the couriers. I think I'm going to stop them. I'm going to cancel them for the night. I might have to cancel them at their spots here, up here. And I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. Manage, so Greg is going to go away. There's something going on, and probably just has to do with the change in the style. And so the people who aren't working properly, that's all we have right now, is Zoe, Jakari, and Gregory. So in the morning, we will come and rehire them and see if that fixes them wanting to go someplace that doesn't exist. So let's come over here. Let's come down and let's go to bed. Or should I check for a moment? So we have Cheyenne, so we have a composter. And I should take that off the list. Mr. Villager, hi. How am I? I'm still a little concerned about something that happened. And they are ending up here again. So let's look at Weston. And let's see. How are you? How are you? So we have 15. Focus and stamina and intelligence. Those are the high numbers. 15. So let's look at focus first. I don't need anyone from focus unless I get a new okay, so I'm not going to get anyone focus with focus as the first thing. Stamina, let's look at stamina, because stamina was one of the things that we needed. Stamina and athletics is a farmer, and we do need an extra farmer. I just don't have anything for him to say. Oh yeah? Yeah. And the blacksmith is strength and focus. And wrong. Grr. But I need a blacksmith so badly. Am I going to take someone who I wouldn't take? Oh, here's another sparrow, or is this the one? Is this the same sparrow that we looked at? Stamina. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. And right here, this is Jeremy. So they are getting stuck here again. We have another person standing there, Serena. And we did look at Serena. And it's 14. And so she doesn't have. So we'll just leave them. The question is, are they going to go? Oh, so he is selling stuff. This didn't bother. This part didn't affect them. What affects them is, notice Jack isn't coming to work. And we haven't seen Jack come to work. I might have to stop. I might have to have both of those be fixed. I'm not going to be able to sleep. So in just a moment, we'll get the couriers to be back to work. And we'll see if having them could be worse. Yes, it could. For a moment, I thought, before you got here, for a moment, I thought I was going to have to end this. I thought that I was not going to be able to continue to do this town because something really bad was happening here. But it seems like starting the workers over actually does get them to Harper. What are you supposed to be doing, Harper? Oh, yes, I know. Harper and Sutton. Okay. It's like, how come I have so many people? Because I'm still trying to get a couple people who might have been affected by the upgrade. I updated the mod Old English, and I think that it affected. Now, this is not Old English and should not have been affected, but Harper wasn't doing anything, so when I see that they're not doing anything, I'm starting them over. And then Sutton. I'm hoping against hope that maybe, just maybe, starting him over might get him to do some sugar. So let's look here. Let's see if there's a field. There isn't one. And there's still no field here, so it's not going to work with him. So Sutton is just here watching this field until we get some other buildings here built. We have the flower shop planned for here, but we can't put it in yet. And over here we have the apiary planned. I think we can put the apiary in, and I just have to find and see. Dexterity and adaptability. Okay, let's take this right here and let's show that we're looking for that. Shopkeeper, let's cancel the shopkeeper. We're not looking for any right now. And we're always looking for couriers. The enchanter eventually. The composter, we now have Cheyenne, who has too long to walk, more than likely. So I have to find her someplace to live in the area. It's probably the 30th time question about it. Some possibility you may know. Download Millionaire once again to, I don't know, play it someday. No, I'm probably not. It's a slightly dumb question. Yeah, I'm not interested at the moment in the same way I wasn't interested in Hightail. I'm not really interested in any other right now. That could change. We'll see how I feel about it. But I find that, let's see what she's asking for.
You are so wise.
Yes, Cheyenne, I know. You don't have any place to live. Okay, so Sutton is living here. So what's the matter?
Tis a fine morning.
Please upgrade or build a warehouse. Ah, yeah. So don't you have a warehouse? Oh, it did. It completely separated them from the warehouse. Excellent. This is actually good. Okay, hire all three of them back. So now they have new keys. And yeah, I don't know, Mr. Villager. It's too early to tell. It is really in the beginning stages, and I'm not even sure it's at the place that Hightail was at the time. Have you tried it? Let's look and see what's the matter with you. Shears. Yep, we're really going to have to wait. Hold on.
Where's the courier?
They're coming. See, it says delivery, so she's going to get him. I just had to get the couriers back to work. And the couriers seem to be back to work, so this is what we're going to look at. The couriers were going over here, and they still are going to this part, like there's something here for them. And I'm not gonna... But this is fascinating, that this is like this, that this is happening like this. I don't know. Jakari's going off and delivering. It looks like he's going off and delivering. But the others are coming over and standing in that area. I'm trying to, wait. So see how they're all coming here and coming over here, like there's something here? That's my problem right there. Hold on until the official update. Second, you saw it seems wildly glitched. Ah, you mean Millionaire seems that way? Some of them are funny at least. Uh-huh. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm having enough trouble right here, right now, with the fact that I updated Old English, and the update has caused the couriers to be confused, and I thought that redoing them, you'll notice that they're trying to get downstairs. And there is a door here. There's nothing blocking the downstairs. They just think that there's stuff there already. And so that's the thing that's the problem. And that's slowing down the deliveries. And I am not going to do the thing. I'm going to have Cash continue to work on this until it's done. And right here, let's see what it's showing. Wait, what? He's not working on it. Hold on. I thought we had him work on it. Hold on. Build options, builder is Cash. Upgrade the building. I wonder if I stopped it. And so now, Harper is going to begin to make stripped logs and stripped wood. She's going to have to strip the logs for the warehouse, and if that is stripped wood that Cash is asking for, let's see the scroll. This is McKenna. Let's put this back here for a second. And see, I'm looking at them separately on purpose. I know I can look at the clipboard. And let's look for Cash. He needs a birch door, and we took the birch door off of here. So let's come back here and put the birch door back. Teach recipe, teach that. That's why I'm looking. The spruce door, I took it off also. Let's come here and put the spruce door back. Teach the spruce door, which is here. And because there wasn't enough room, oak fence, spruce slab. Okay, these are all the things that this person needs to know how to do. And so let's look at the crafting recipes and see if we have any fence yet. The fence we have is oak fence and oak gate. So we need spruce fence and gate. Teach spruce fence and gate here. Okay, and then let's look. Oak fence, spruce fence, and we've got a bunch of stripped stuff. So that means that I have to make sure that they can see it says wood. So we have to make sure that he can change. So let's go to stripped. So these are the stripped woods. So stripped oak, stripped spruce, stripped birch, and stripped dark oak is the one. Okay, so that's what he's got so far, and then let's come down. That takes care of those, and then oak slab, oak stairs, and racks. I think Juliana is making the racks, and everything else is pretty much there. Does he have an oak door? Okay, let me look. And how was it with the pet thing? We'll go back to the pet in a minute. They are anxious to get in trouble. Got to ask, the warehouse comes with 1 or 2 residences. The warehouse has 1 residence, I believe, and I'll check and see in just a minute because it was updated. I updated Old English and that changed it. So let me check and see that in just a moment. Let's go to teach recipe for teach, and it's showing that stripped birch wood, stripped dark oak. Teach recipe, it is not showing stripped that's X. Teach recipe, it's not showing stripped oak wood. And so let's select that and let's teach that just in case, and we'll go from there. Now if those things have to be made out of this material, how many spaces do I have left? Yeah, I'm not seeing them here. See, they're not there. Stripped oak wood stair. Yeah, so that is cutter piece. Good. Okay, so let's go to sleep for a second. I'm going to take this. Isn't this interesting? it does force me to walk around at night because there's not enough light. If I go away from the lights, there isn't any light. It's nighttime, which is really interesting, Mr. Villager. Oh, that's right. You wanted to do that. Hold on. Will you set it? Will you use it as let's go look. Let's go out here. I want to go beyond the borders so that I'm not getting anything. And let's click right here. Down Old English. And let's look at the storage. And let's go to the warehouse. Level 5. Let's see what happens at level 5. How many places we have. So in here at level 5, we have this whole area. This hallway here where they have the other we have guard here. We have the other couriers that aren't here yet. This whole hallway isn't there yet. And then downstairs is where everything is kept down here. And you can see, remember this? Remember you were saying, oh, it looks messy. And I was thinking, oh, it actually looks cool that it's set up like that. I kind of really like the fact that it's messy in that kind of way. And then upstairs here, we have the original couriers. So this is where Gregory and Jalapari and all of them are right now. And then we have over here, what is this? Oh, some more storage up here. Wow. What's this? This is a deck. And what's this right here? This is just a hallway for the couriers to walk through, and that goes downstairs. And right here, what's this? And that's a balcony on the shop. So let's go up and let's see what a level 5 of this upstairs area looks like. So this is the housing upstairs here, and we have a place where they can sit and eat in the window. And then off down this hall, you're right, that is 2 separate houses. That's 2 separate houses right there that exist in this building, which is excellent because, and they have 2 different ways. Probably it looks like they have this hallway is going to make it, I don't know how that's going to work. Let me look at the level 4, 3. This is what we're going to have next, is this right here. So do you see what I see? That we don't have any bedrooms yet there. So let's go to the storage residence piece. And let's do residence 1. Let me see. There it is right there. So there's residence 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is. It's very dorm-like in the way that it's set up. And that's for both residences. So one's going to go down one hall, and the other one's going to go down the other hall. So we more than likely are not going to use them like that. If I do anything with it, I'm probably going to maybe try and put in, I don't know. I'll have to see. Let me think about it. But I'm probably only going to have one couple live up there, and if I can separate the 2 places, I might have 2. But judging from the way this is here like this, that means that they're going to walk along here to get to the other one. And I don't know that I am going to like that. So I'll have to see what it looks like when we get closer to that and see if I want to have them be some different kind of way. It's fine if you're just running a dorm. But we've already had Gregory. Gregory was living upstairs with Jalapari, this is what we have so far at level 2. Let's come up here. This is actually what exists. So we have 2 people. We had 2 people here. And Gregory was up here and he started complaining that there wasn't enough room for him. Or no, he said this housing stinks. And so, believe it or not, I moved him in with Harper and he stopped saying that. And then Zoe started saying this housing stinks. So they don't want to live with Jakari. I don't know why. They don't want to live in the house, in the warehouse. Maybe it's drafty or something was what I was saying. But Zoe moved in with Kamari, with the farmer Kamari, which is a shame because Kamari really needs to help Cheyenne. Cheyenne doesn't have a place to live nearby, which means that we don't have enough housing in this area. So Sutton is here with Marissa, and Sutton is the sugar farmer, and these 2 are not complaining about sharing a house together. These 2 aren't complaining, and these 2 are definitely not complaining. And then here we have Gregory. Over here we have Gregory and Harper, and they're not complaining. This is the house for the tree farmer, as a matter of fact. So we need another house, and we also need another farm. If we have 3, if this is level 2 for them. Wait a second, who's done? The gatehouse is done, so Wade is done. And I need Wade to start working on something. Who else is done? The sawmill. Okay, those are the only 2 things that are done so far. Hi, Nicola. This is Nikolai. And he's a level 3. But Kamari is not. She's only a level 2, so she can only do 2 fields. 3 fields is the maximum that I like them to do. I just like them to do that amount. So I need a 3rd farmer in order to get 3 more fields. So there's already 1 field that isn't being worked for there are 2 fields that aren't being worked. Hi.
Working makes me sleepy.
Huh?
Working makes me sleepy.
Okay. Vincentius Primus, everyone. And so we're going to see about Cheyenne having some place to live. Now, the easiest thing, of course, would be to increase. This is a level 3 or a level 2. This is a level 2. If we increase this to a level 3, we could have the 3 of them live up here. And the fact that they're just sharing an apartment right now, I would do that for a while. Vincentius. Oh, you just missed him. That was him saying that he was going to take a nap, actually. Mr. Villager was saying hi. I don't think he can hear you from there. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Dun, 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 dun. So McKenna's working on this, and this is the house that houses the crusher, the sifter, the concrete mixer, and the smelter. And we were actually after this smelter. And the way this house works, there's also a quarry in here. The way this house works, or a mine, down here. It's right here is the quarry, or you can have the mine be here instead of the mine being, if you didn't want to do the mining complex, but you kind of have to. So if this had been set someplace else, we could do a different mine. We're not doing a quarry. I'd rather that the stone come from the other cities. And that's just me, but all of that is included in this building. And so this house is beautiful. This house that includes these people. And I would like to expand these areas where there is a smelter right here. I'd like to put another smeltery outside for them to use and have them go all around this building. In the same way that we have these people in this area, except this is not the way Anyanka has it, so I'm going to have to do it with other people. And look at this, me looking at the stripped wood walled house, kinda a choice. Yeah, stripped wood wall houses. And look at that, isn't that wild? So that is the level 3 of the mine. And I didn't look at Riley to see if he's doing stuff. She definitely is. I think she is, because McKenna got the stairs that she needed, so she's doing stuff. Riley, what's going on with you? Hi, what's up?
What's it today then?
What are you asking for? So he's waiting for a delivery of all sorts of things, and that's going to tell us that we need to go back and find a find a blacksmith. We still don't have one. Crucial as the blacksmith is, we are having trouble enticing somebody to come here to be a blacksmith. So let's see who we have now. We still have these same people right here, and I think that I don't think we're going to get anybody. Yay, Jack is working, and Eli is working, and Mia is working. Those are all trade post workers. Let's come over here and see if we have someone here. And this is done. Dun, 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 dun. This is the level 1 of a gatehouse. And so we need gatehouse people. We need the archers to be here. So let me look at something for a minute. Let's look at Archer. And let's see what we have. Carter's not interested in doing that. Nobody's interested that we have of our students. They're all interested in other stuff. And we cannot have druids here. So we're not having knights. And that's what we have so far. We can't pull anyone off of any of the other jobs because we absolutely need them. Because I rarely have knights and archers, I don't even think I have them on the list, but let me look for a second. I do not think that I have them on the list. I have druids, and sure enough, I don't have archers. So let's get a skill set. For an archer is adaptability and stamina. So let's go to adaptability and stamina and add an archer to this list. Nobody wants to join the army. And so this is adapt. And the second one is stamina. So stamina, S-T-A-M-I-N-A. Okay, so there we go. So, yeah, no one wants to... Carter is one of the first 4, and he has taken very seriously. He has become involved in research. Colt and Tatiana are waiting for something to do that they want to do, and so that's where they are. Let me look at something over here. I thought I looked at Colt before. Yeah, Tatiana's very good at it. She's the combat nurse, and she is the backup for the doctor. And let's see here. Let's come to here. And Colt would be like, if Colt was a kid, he would be a baby blacksmith, you know, but it would be a waste of his other things that he has, where he has stamina. And dexterity. Hold on. I don't have a mix of dexterity and stamina, and that's the problem. Colt was one of the ones where it was like, did I make a mistake when I got him? So he has athletics and stamina. Hold on for a minute. Athletics and stamina, I think, is a farmer. Let's see. Athletics and stamina is the cow farmer. He's actually a cow farmer, and we actually need him to do that. Yes, she is indeed. She is overqualified. That happens. We have some brilliant people who are doing different types of jobs. We're going to come over to the cows, and I'm going to look at this again because I thought I came over here and saw something. Let's have Brendan not be here. That's a dairy worker. And wait, oh no, that's what happened the last time. That's why Carter wasn't working, because I made that mistake. So let's come down here, and Colt is absolutely the ranch hand, and now we have a dedicated ranch hand here. Brendan is a pig farmer, and we're going to put him back where he belongs, right here where he's happy. Look at Brendan, he's really happy. And now I have to go up to the university and get Carter to be back in the library doing research. Yay, Colt. Yay, Colt. So Colt is going to be our farmer, and I'm going to look again and see, since Mr. Villager asked about it too, we're going to see how the wolf is doing. We could name the wolf. Would you like to name the wolf? Tatiana is here, and Carter is supposed to be here. And there we go. So Tatiana and Carter are still working towards their degree. They're not degreed yet. And we have lots of people who have excellent skills, but do not have a university education. And so they are two of them. So they're still working towards their degree. And we're going to go and to sleep now. This is glitched for now. They were not there. It doesn't matter. I would have to take this building down to keep them from being stuck. But Ayer has said that he's fixed this in the next update, which is supposed to be today. And so I'm just going to have to wait on that. Genius is working as janitors, quite realistically based. Yeah, that happens sometimes. It would be nice if everyone, there's lots of people doing jobs that people think, well, why aren't you a doctor, or why aren't you this or that, when they like the job that they're doing, and this is the thing that we're going to look at. So you can, let me think of that. It's the Sabrina, there are two movies, Sabrina movies. The first one has Audrey Hepburn, but the second one has Harrison Ford in it, the second Sabrina movie. And in that movie, the character that is the Audrey Hepburn character, and let me take a drink first. The Audrey Hepburn character in that movie, her father is a chauffeur. And the reason he's a chauffeur, the daughter explains at one point in the movie, is because he wanted to read. He loves reading, and he wanted to be able to read. And now this is an older movie, so what he does is he's a chauffeur. So while he's waiting for them, to need the car, he takes care of the cars and he reads. And here we go. So it is not working. It is still not working. And I think I might be able to repair it when I have Wade. Let's get Wade to repair this. Just for a second. I'm going to try and see if I can get Wade to repair the hospital in an attempt to get the hospital to work. So let's come here and let's manage Pedro and let's fire him from here. And then let's go to build options and repair. We're going to have Wade repair the building. And let's see what happens if the building is repaired. In the meantime, we have sick people who are waiting at the emergency hospital tent that we put up because that hospital wasn't working inside. And so we're going to have Pedro come here and take care of them. He's the doctor. And there we go. And Tatiana was supposed to be in the other, but it doesn't matter because she wouldn't be doing anything. It would be better if she researched at the university. So Gilbert Baker isn't feeling well. Eli, who is one of the shopkeeper, wasn't feeling well. Notice I'm standing back here. And I see two other people who aren't feeling well there.
On the way to the doctor.
But they're getting treated right now, and that's going to take care of them. Then, when we come over to, and it's an interesting idea. The thing that you do what you love, that you do what you love, and what he wanted to do was read. What jobs are there where you get paid for reading? There really aren't any. And so he actually, in this movie, kind of found a way to get paid for reading, which is really cool. When Wade is done with repairing the hospital, he's going to come back here and begin to fix this train station. We stopped him from building the train station because we wanted to put in the gatehouse, build the building. So now we know that this gatehouse is going to be connected, the train station from Trade Post is going to be connected to this gatehouse. And this entire corridor here is going to be rail. And we have rail from Shire that will fit. When they get to here, they're going to get off the train here and get onto a train that goes across the water here. And what are we looking at? 2 hours. And you notice that we started putting in the bridge. We were putting it in because this is the border right here. There it is. So you can see I'm past the border. So beyond the border, the player has to put in the rail that goes to the place where you want to put the outpost for trade post. And that is the other piece that we want to experiment with. And we are going underground actually. We're going through the hill, which is going to be interesting. We're going to build through the Cherry Hills a tunnel that comes over to this village over here. And here's our village right now. And if you were here the last time, you remember that Mr. Villager and I spent a lot of time getting this to look like this. So this is where the bell is for them. This is the bell for this village, and the light in this tower. This used to be the villager church building, and it's been changed to look like this, which I really love. And then down here we pushed one of the market stands back so that this would be the center. And there we have are you a you're a librarian. So in here we could put in a cartographer, so we would have one of those as well. We could put them actually upstairs here and have them work here. They will go upstairs. They'll go up and down stairs. T-A-R-T, and there it is. Let's put a cartographer block in here and see if we can get one of those. And there we have it. So we definitely have that person. Or should I put them both together? Maybe I'll put them both together down here, like that. And then put beds up here and see if they'll use them. I don't want them falling off. Will they hurt themselves? No. Okay. I don't know. I think not. I think I just want to put extra books up there for them to use in this place. Not there. Let's just put it right here like this, and put one here, and these are extra places where they come up to look at books. I'm fine with that. Let's make these go away, and we'll go back. So Mr. Villager went away. And we'll come to here. I know. So we're flying over the hill to return to the other side, where there is the witch's house. And that means that the city is right here. And there's our bridge. And as soon as I'm sure... Oh, and the other thing that we're doing is we're going to cover this up. We're covering this part up completely. So all of this will be covered. And since this is Hive, this isn't going to be... hold on. I thought that was my sister or something, some family member, but it was not, so I don't have to worry about that. So yes, this is supposed to be underground, and we want it to be, because the whole train system is underground in the city area right now, and that's one of the things that we're looking at. And as soon as we have the ability to do so, we'll check with some other areas. Let's put this here Let's see that. Do I have any dirt? No. Dirt. Let's take a dirt piece so that I can put dirt on the bottom in this section right here. And it'll either grow back in or it will not. That's what we're going to look at. Put that there. And it's getting dark. So that's the one thing with the shader is that is definitely something with this shader, that it is dark at night. See, I turn that light off and the whole thing gets dark. Look at that sunset. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Look at the sky. That is gorgeous. All right, so let me come down here. We were looking at this neighborhood and where we were doing some experimenting on the street in this area. And this is, I think, the kind of street that I want to put everywhere. I just haven't yet. And so that's one of the things that we want to look at. I know, I wish that was even, but it's not. 1, 2, 3. And we're definitely doing 3 for the roads. So if there was rail, it would be in the center. And we're having it be like that. And here where this is, I'm just going to leave it for now until we see what else goes on here. And so these people aren't going away. That's still the same person. They're stuck. So, it's so sad. It is. It's so sad. But I'll just have to wait. I'll just have to wait. All right. So we got a person, and in the middle of the night here, I'm going to, yay! Now Wade completed the repair because there wasn't anything broken. I just needed the game to acknowledge, and we'll see if that actually makes it possible for the person to work there. We'll see if people come there. And there's Cheyenne. Zoe was the last person that we have on the list. No, Eli is the last person we have on the list. And so we're coming down and put Cheyenne on the list. CH. That's such a nice name. E-N-N-E-K. Now we had sparrows before in cities. I think in cities like 16 or 18 cities, and they're who had families, and so she's come from those cities, and the city is not New Massapequa because that was the swamp city, and Cheyenne is the environmentalist who takes care of the recycling. And then Colt is the dairy, we're putting him as the dairy farmer. Now, since there is actually a legit dairy farmer as a part of Trade Post, we'll see how we do that. But Colt right now is going to be the Minecolonies one first, and then we'll get a second one for Trade Post, for the Trade Post person who works the dairy. And I don't even think I have them on the list, so I'll have to do that. We also need another farmer, And we can, as one of the things that I'm going to do before I put some more bridge together, is come over here where Mr. Villager was asking how it was going with our pet. And let's come here and see what we see. We've got little piggies. And we have a door here that I can go out. And it seems to be okay. If we have animals running away from that door, and there's our wolf right there. And we did have a cow right over here. And this is the thing that I don't understand. Is this cow 150 blocks away? They must be, and that must be what's going on. So I'm going to get this cow right now because we desperately need to have one. So before they go too much farther away, let's come here and let's do that. So there we go. So now I'm going to have a light so I can see where I'm going. And the cow is following. And look at you. And so the pet has gone, yes, see, there's a cow. And it's like, yes, I see. So let's come through here. I think I have those on the wrong side, but let's take these and let's release the cow. Release the hounds. Take that away quickly before they go out. There we go. Okay. Now I'll have to get the other ones from the other side. Right over here to replace those. They should be on the outside, not on the inside. They should be here. So, and step on that, close it. And there we are. Okay. So we now have a cow, our first cow. And you saw that the wolf came over when I was bringing that cow over, because it's like, there's a cow. See? So yes, so I'm going to come up here. I don't need this. We can put the lead just right here for right now, and we'll continue. Let's get it out of night mode. And we'll go down. I need to see what the ranch hand needs, and see if we can start getting some beef and hide, since this is medieval. Sort of a steampunky medieval, but it's medieval. I don't know that we're going to do any modern stuff the way we do in some of the others. It'll be interesting to make kitchens and things without using modern kitchens and pieces like that. There's Cheyenne, poor baby. I can get her closer if she lives. I don't think she can live here. I think there's already 2 people living here. And Colt is also wait, that's guard tower. Let's go in the house. Right here. So Brendan and Alea are here. Brendan is the pig farmer and Alea is the chicken farmer, and they live here. And I believe that we have Cannon living with Madeline in this house. Right here. There we go. Sure enough. So Cannon and Madeline are living here. And so we have 2 people who don't have a house in this area. And we can add a house. We could do a second farmhouse. Let me look at the upstairs of this farmhouse. Let me see how the bedrooms are, because I could go ahead and do an Old English farm, another farmhouse, farm complex, do the residence. And let's X. Let's look at that again. So the farm complex, the residence. This residence, level 5. I want to see what the house looks like at level 5. See, it has this extra farm piece here. So we have beds there, and then upstairs we have 3. I don't want an extra one of these houses, so we're not going to do that. So that means that we're free to put in either another lean-to, because this lean-to part right here can be separate. I don't have any place for it. Let's look at Old English's just regular residence, fundamentals, other, this residence, the dormitory. This is what Mr. Villager was talking about, that there was a dorm. And this is level 1. Let's look at the level 5. Dormitory level 5, and let's see what we're looking at. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one that connects, that you can have across a street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is definitely a dorm, and it's nice, and I like it because you can have 2 of them. And this will be fun in the university area to have that as the housing for the kids, as we can put in 2 of those in this location and make the housing for the kids. For the farmer, let's look at residence A, which is this residence right here. And we'll look at the level 5. Residence A, level 5, and let's see what the upstairs of this residence looks like. So we have the downstairs, which is very nice, and then we have the hallway here that goes upstairs, and up here we have all 3, and no. Alright, so we don't want that one, so we'll X that one out. So now I need another house. We can do either another one of the War Minecraft houses, which would be fun to do, or we can do one of the small houses in this area here. I wanted to put fields down in this area. So we're going to end up with 3 fields per farmer, so that's 9 fields. And right now we have 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we only have room for 1 more field anyway. 8 fields. So the 9th field would be here. Oh, that's curious. Hold on. Let's think about that for a second. As far as farms are concerned, let's look at Littleton. Yeah, this is the new one. This is Thaler locating his Littleton pack in a different location. And so some of these buildings might look different. I did update this. Let's look at the residence. Let's look at the level 5 residence, and let's see what happened, if anything has changed with it. It looks the same, and the upstairs is the same. 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs, and 3 upstairs. So this is the normal one of these, and this is one of my favorite couple houses. And so we can definitely put it down in this area here. So this is where the tree farmer is. This is the apiary right here. This is the dye shop. And right here, there isn't anything yet, but this is too close to the planter, and I don't know what's going to happen there. Down here at the end of this field, we might want to put another field maybe or something like that. We could put the house here so that they're not too far away, and have them do these lower fields. Put another field here. I think I like the idea of that. So right here, let's look at a house. Do I want that house, or do I want a different medieval? I have several of the War Minecraft houses so far. I have one here, I have one over here, and then I have two in the other neighborhood down there. I really like those. For this specific build here, it would be curious to have one here. I don't know that there's any of the medievals that I would care for, but I can check right quick and look. Old English. Let's look at medieval for a minute. Medieval spruce. Oh, I know which one. Ooh, that would actually be nice. Medieval birch. Medieval birch house. And let's look here at the residence, and let's X, and let's come and let's do that residence again. Residence. This is the one that has the little workplace. This is this one. Oh, two different. Okay, so this one is 1, 2, and I love this house. I love this house at this point right here. This is a perfect house. And I'm going to look for a minute at my things. I would keep this house like this and just make it a level 5, because this is my favorite of these houses, looking like this, for a farmhouse. But I don't want it to go up to here. See, it turns into a townhome in the middle of the city, and I don't want that. So right here is the closest that we can get, so that it's just a couple house with that stall for all these horses that we have in this area. This would be the house I would like to be here. So let's figure out if we had a house right here. We can have it either facing this way or this way. And we could put 2 houses in this section if we did that. So let's X. Let's come to here. Let's touch down. This is medieval birch. Residence, residence, residence. And then there's this house. And this house up to a level 5 is the same problem. That with this house, the most that I would want it to come up to is this house right here. This is a perfect house right here. So these are 2 houses that would be lower level unless I change the inside and give them a level 5 hut block for that. That would mean that I would be building them. So I could build them up, this up to the level 3, build the other one up to the level, and then when it comes time to change it, to actually have to get my own version of that house from the flatland. scan the house and put it in. So let's come here. And so the level 1 is going to look like this, which is really quite sweet, being right here where this is. Let's see, the level 1. These are farmers all in this area here. So the level 1 right here